My family were homesteaders. When the U.S. government passed the Homestead Act in 1862, giving land to settlers to encourage westward expansion, the population of the American West tripled in just 10 years. The landscape of southern New Mexico has been witness to a great many people immigrating, settling down, and moving out again, or being driven out. My family came out here around 1905. My great-grandparents were Thomas McClellan McBride and Bertha McBride. They had 3 children, Pearl, Stroud, and Arlene. Arlene was my grandfather. He was never happy with his given name and preferred to be called Mac.
A lot of history has gone over in this United States. And a lot of it is just people against the elements, people against the dirt.
So how long do you think that mother of pearl button was sitting around?
Oh, it would have to be 80 years. It could have been because that's when the fence was put up.
Ah.
We found a mother of pearl button that could have come off somebody's shirt. In the early days, when we were looking for the homestead, we tried everything we could think about, and he said, all right, it was not too far from the railroad, so let's go up the railroad until we can find something that gives us a sign of it. I think this is it right here.
Lots of tin cans.
But that was the cornerstone, and there was enough. This might have been the front porch right here. It's kind of like an archaeological find. If you find a rusty nail, you know that that wouldn't have recently been put down, and it could have been 80 years ago.
It is a kind of archaeology, a personal archaeology, finding pieces of someone's life that you knew, and through finding them, somehow sharing their experiences.
And maybe some of those things have been moved, I don't know. Mac was left alone. He never had anybody there, but he did have some marbles to play with. And you build a little mound and make a little rack around, so you put a marble in and let it roll around. But he had one marble that was beautiful, and he played with that mostly, and one day he lost it.
It's awfully flat.
Us. Now there's definitely part of a plate.
Yeah.
We were never quite sure until one of the wives of the nephews was there and picked up a beautiful marble. And when Dee brought it and put it in my hand, I was there. I thought, nobody has touched this in all this length of time. And Mac had talked about it so often, about let's go and find that little marble. And we have it here. And it's a beautiful marble.